Number patterns. Question 2. Input-output number patterns. A. Complete the table below. Here is the table. We are given a set of inputs here and outputs, right? So you need to complete the table, means write down these terms. That should not be very difficult. See the trend, understand the pattern and fill them up, okay? So copy the table and complete the table. That is your first exercise. B. Describe input-output pattern. That means when I'm saying describe input-output pattern, then you have to describe how do you get from input of 1 to 3. How do you get this term? How do you get from 2 to 6? If input is 3, how do you know that the output will be 9? So that is what you have to describe, okay? So describe that. And C is write the pattern rule in two different ways. So you can write many pattern rules here. One pattern rule could be for inputs. Inputs are start at 1, increase 1 each time. Pattern rule for output is start at 3, increase by 3 each time. Pattern rule for input to output is times 3. Input times 3. 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 9, 4 times 3 12, and so on. Find the 10th and 50th term. So use your pattern rule to find 10th and 50th term. So you get all the answers, correct? So here is how I will do it, right? First you do your solution, stop the video meanwhile, and then look into my solution, correct? So what I see here is, how do I go up by? It is plus 3 each time. Start at 3 plus 3 each time. So when I add 3 to each term, I get the next term, right? So 9 plus 3 is 12. So what is 12 plus 3? 12 plus 3 is 15. So I get 15. And 15 plus 3 is? 15 plus 3 is 18. So I get 18, right? This is one way of doing it. Second pattern which we saw was input times 3. 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 3 12, 5 times 3 15, 6 times 3 18, 7 times 3 21. That's how we can get it, right? So these are the pattern rules you can describe, correct? So I'd like you to answer each question individually here, right? So right here, complete the table. Yes, we completed the table. Describe input output. So we say input output, right? Pattern. Input output pattern. So what is input output pattern? Input output pattern is input times 3 equals to output. Do you see that? So that we can write as input output pattern, right? Then write a pattern rule in two different ways. So we can write pattern rules for output. So output pattern, right? Output pattern. So what is output pattern? Start at 3 and then add 3 each time. 3 each time, correct? That is one pattern. Second pattern we could write is same as this. That is input times 3 equals to output. We can repeat it, right? So we can write that. And then let's do this. 10th term. So what is the 10th term? 10th term is times 3. Input times 3 equals to output. So we say input is 10, right? 10 is the input. Input times 3 is the output, 30. So the 10th term is 30. How about the 50th term? 50th term will be 50 times 3, right? If it is difficult, 50 means just write 0 first and do 5 times 3, 15. So it is 150. Do you see how we got the answer? That is how you'll get it, okay? So now do it again in your notebook. Write all the answers neatly. Thank you and all the best.